Who are the top offensive NFL free agents in the 2022 offseason? Well, if you didn't know, we're going to go over that in this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Leave a like, always helps out, and let's get into it. We'll start at the quarterback position with Jameis Winston. Winston did tear his ACL in week 8, but he was on his way to having a pretty good season. The man who once led the league with 30 interceptions in 2019 only had 3 interceptions in 7 games in 2021. Perhaps he learned a lot behind Drew Brees for a full season. At still just 28 years old, the former #1 overall pick is appealing as long as he's recovering well from his injury. Bills quarterback Mitch Trubisky, the former #2 overall pick, spent a season behind Josh Allen in Buffalo, but apparently he's a hot name on this free agent market this time around. Trubisky does have a career record of 29-21, but he does have his shortcomings when it comes to arm strength, decision making, and deep accuracy. He could, however, be a decent bridge quarterback for a team that drafts a rookie quarterback in the 2022 draft. Broncos quarterback Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy has been on 5 teams since 2017, and he probably won't ever be somebody's franchise quarterback, but he is one of the higher end backups in the league. With the Broncos last year, he threw for 18 touchdowns to 7 interceptions and had a 500 record. He's still just 29 years old and should receive some interest from multiple teams this offseason. Other notable quarterback free agents are Marcus Mariota, Andy Dalton, Jacoby Brissett, and Ryan Fitzpatrick if he does come back to play. At the running back position, we start with Cordarrelle Patterson. Patterson is no ordinary running back, but if the right play caller gets their hands on him, he's a real weapon like we saw last year. Patterson had a career high 1,166 scrimmage yards in 2021, and we'll see if he remains loyal to Arthur Smith and the Falcons, who used him the right way. Patterson will be 31 next season, but he definitely looked very good last year and showed no signs of slowing down. Buccaneers running back Leonard Fournette. Playoff Lenny missed some time towards the end of last year with a hamstring injury, but he still put up good numbers throughout the year. The former top 5 pick will be 27 next season, and we'll see if the departure of Tom Brady influences his decision to stay with the Buccaneers or not in 2022. Cardinals running back James Conner. Conner had a huge season in his first year with Arizona with 15 rushing touchdowns, which was second most in the NFL last year. Conner is coming off a cheap 1-year deal, so you would have to imagine he wants a multi-year deal worth more money this time around. He does have an injury history, but the 26-year-old running back picked the right time to have a career year. Other notable names at running back include Chase Edmonds, Melvin Gordon, who might go back to Denver, Rashad Penny, and Sony Michel. At the wide receiver position, we'll start with Davante Adams. It feels like a lot of this has to do with Aaron Rodgers and where he decides to play next year, but it's not often a stud like Davante Adams hits the open market. He's coming off 6 seasons in a row where he's been the Packers wide receiver 1, and he just put up a stat line of 123 catches, over 1,500 receiving yards, and 11 touchdowns. He's 29 years old now, but he is in line for a massive payday with somebody. Buccaneers wide receiver Chris Godwin. Godwin remained in Tampa Bay on the franchise tag last year and was putting up great numbers until his ACL and MCL injury in Week 15 versus the Saints. Godwin is still 26 years old and has risen to one of the better receivers in the game the past couple years. He should get a multi-year deal despite the injury. Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams. He picked a good time to have a breakout season as he put up 76 catches, over 1,100 yards, and 9 touchdowns in 2021. The former top 10 pick has an injury history, but he has shown to be one of the better contested catch receivers outside the numbers. He's still just 27, and the Chargers do have cap space, but we'll see if they want to make a long-term commitment to Mike Williams. Other notable wide receiver free agents include Allen Robinson, Odell Beckham Jr., Michael Gallup, and Juju Smith-Schuster. It was also rumored today that the Cowboys may have to release Amari Cooper, so keep that name in mind as well. At the tight end position, we start with Mike Gesicki. Gesicki stands at 6'6", nearly 250 pounds, and should be a weapon that at least a few teams will want to get their hands on. He may not be the best blocker, but at 26 years old, he has high upside and just had a season of over 70 catches and nearly 800 yards. Cowboys tight end Dalton Schultz hits the free agent market coming off the best season of his career. The 25-year-old just put up a stat line of 78 catches, over 800 yards, and 8 touchdowns, and offers solid run blocking as well. With Dallas having big contracts on their roster, it'll be interesting to see if they can retain Dalton Schultz. Browns tight end David Njoku. The former first-round pick is still 25 and has had some success in Cleveland. Outside of one season, he's been relatively healthy and can add a lot of athleticism to a team's tight end group. He's coming off a season of 4 touchdowns and nearly 500 yards. Other notable tight end free agents are Rob Gronkowski, Zach Ertz, Gerald Everett, and Evan Engram. We start with Teron Armstead for offensive linemen. Armstead has been the Saints' left tackle since 2014 and has quietly been one of the better tackles in the NFL. With the Saints' terrible cap situation, they may have to move on here. He is 30 years old and has missed some games recently, but with the importance of the left tackle position, he'll probably still earn over $15 million per year. Chiefs left tackle Orlando Brown Jr. was traded for last offseason for a first-round pick, but is now a free agent. The 25-year-old should probably get a huge 4 or 5 year deal, and you would think he probably returns to Kansas City. Brown played left tackle in 2020 with Baltimore in the wake of the Ronnie Stanley injury, and played left tackle full-time in 2021 for Kansas City. Seahawks left tackle Dwayne Brown hits the market at 36 years old. He's been a starting left tackle since 2008 and has quietly put together a great NFL career. Thanks to guys like Jason Peters and Andrew Whitworth playing into their 40s, we'll see some of these veteran left tackles still get decent-sized contracts. He still played at a high level last year and has not missed a game since 2019. Buccaneers center Ryan Jensen. Jensen is 30 years old and had a few good years with Tampa. He has not missed a game since 2016 and should get interest from other teams around the league if the Bucs cannot afford to keep him. Washington Commanders guard Brandon Sheriff hits the market after being franchise tagged in 2021. The former top 5 pick has not played a full season since 2016, but you are getting one of the better right guards in football when he does play. Other notable offensive linemen include Morgan Moses, Eric Fisher, Laken Tomlinson, and Connor Williams. That'll do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want a defensive free agent video breakdown, let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you guys next time.